Row, 1-0, man. You knew it the whole time, right?
I did. You know what? I was working with WDSU Monday night, and I actually called the game. I said it was going to be 31-28, so I was off by a point.
This guy.
But I did say Will Lutz was going to have the game-winning field goal. I did say that.
So when you see him with the ball at the end, everybody's kind of freaking out, and they look so well coached. They look so good on that. They just kind of like relaxed, setting up that game winner. How many times have you seen it to set that thing up? Breeze just kind of surgically brings them down and sets them up.
Well, they practice that situation every week, Fridays, Saturdays. They all go through it. We all do 2-minute situations. Sean is a big believer in that, all about being situationally smart as our team. And that's they call that down situation. So, they call the time. Well, they have the timeout saved, so then they can get out there. Ted Ginn, I think they were really smart by putting Ted Ginn in the slot. A lot of speed, so the guy the defensive back's naturally going to be playing off a little bit, protecting outside for the outside throw. And he just runs fast, and they don't use Mike Thomas. They use Mike Thomas as a decoy because everybody thinks that's who they're going to go to. You run Ted Ginn up 9 yards, turn around as fast as he is. Not going to take that much time. You catch it, you immediately declare yourself down, timeout, bring Will Lutz on for the game-winning field goal.
Were you more concerned about New Orleans, like they win it at the end, or were you more impressed with Houston? Because I was impressed with you. I thought that was a really good team they beat on opening night.
Well, I think it's give and take. I think Houston is a good team. I think Deshaun Watson is a special player. This guy's a proven winner at all levels of football. Probably a little league. He won in high school. He won in college. And the guy's a winner. I mean, only thing that scares you is that the offensive line has to learn how to protect this kid or he's not going to make it. I mean, he's taking hits, but he is naturally an amazing passer of the ball. He throws a beautiful deep ball, and he's got some pop on it, and he's super athletic. So, Deshaun Watson is a special player in this league, and he's going to be really good. The thing that you didn't like was defensively for the New Orleans Saints. Third down has to be an issue. That's going to be something they have to improve in a big time way, especially against this Rams team on the road. They need to find a way to get their offense back on the field more. And offensively, you got to learn how to start faster. You can't put yourself in a hole on the road these next 2 weeks and think you're going to be able to come back like they did at home. So luckily the game was at home against a team like Houston, who's not going to be as good as these next two opponents that they face.
What's David Onyemata do for him immediately, with him coming back this week?
Well, instantly he's going to be better against the run. I know the Rams, they like to really, they throw the ball well, but it's really all based upon their run game. They got to be able to run the ball to make Jared Goff effective in the passing game. So immediately David Onyemata, with his strength, his run-stopping ability, he's going to nullify a lot of that stuff with the runs on the inside. The thing I have the biggest question is, how healthy is Todd Gurley? Malcolm Brown seems to be the guy that is really trying to help jumpstart this offense last week against the Panthers. But Todd Gurley, to me, is got to be the guy. And if he's not the guy, the Rams are not the same team that won the NFC last year.
What do you think of the Rams after watching them play? Because it did seem like, without Gurley being that feature guy, I mean, they're still potent, but they feel like they're missing a click.
Yeah, for sure. Todd Gurley's
absolutely.
He's a top 2 or 3 running back when he's healthy in the NFL because he's pass catching ability. That's what it really is. His pass catching ability out of the backfield, setting up screens, his timing on that, and also his running ability downhill, making able to make people miss, and his speed, his top end speed. So it just puts more pressure on Jared Goff. We understand he got the big contract. And McVay is an offensive genius, and he's going to put guys in position to be successful. But Jared Goff is not the guy to go out there and just beat you. We all saw that against New England in the Super Bowl, and we saw that in previous years before McVay got there. You got to have Todd Gurley. You got to have McVay calling the plays, and everything has to kind of coincide together. And if they do that, that's when they're at their best. But the Saints really need to establish the run game. I think the Saints have to establish this run game against the Rams. They have not been good against the run the last 2 years, and that is how you slow down pass rushers like Aaron Donald. We saw that the Saints had a great game against J.J. Watt. Ramczyk played amazing. Teron Armstead, that whole offensive line protected Drew all night. So Sean's going to have a game plan. Sean Payton, that is, a game plan to kind of slow down this pass rush. But I think the best way to do it is through screens, getting the ball out quick, and running the ball.
At Harp41 on Twitter, Roman Harper every Thursday with us here on ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, and Alexandria, breaking down some NFL and talking Saints. Conversation Weekly brought to you by El Rio Grande. This feels like a rivalry outside of the division now, kind of budding between the Rams and the Saints. You draw on any of these two games, those classics from last year, as they get prepared here going into week 2?
You know what? I'm not going to jump all into all the rivalry stuff. Let me tell you what makes a rivalry. A rivalry to me is made by the fans. That's why the fans of the Saints and Atlanta hate each other. A lot of it because they have the same demographic. The same way Alabama and Tennessee or Alabama and LSU. The fans are what makes a rivalry. So now you have the referee play, all the back and forth bickering between these guys. First of all, the Rams don't even have great fans. Yeah. All right, let's be honest about this. They're not that great.
LA's a bunch of transplants.
Yeah, exactly. Transplants, and if they're hot, then everybody loves everything in LA. Everybody knows that. Only big fan base they have in LA is the Lakers. Other than that, nobody. The Dodgers. All right, but I mean, look, the Saints fans are angry. They want this game more than anything in the world, and I hope they get it. It's going to be tough though. It's in LA, but you definitely don't want to lose or get hurt in this game. It's just going to be really tough because the next 3 weeks for the Saints is really going to show us and show the NFL what kind of team this really is going to be. And I'm not going to say the season's over if you start off 1-3, but you put yourself in a nice hole.
How much money are Ramczyk and Kamara about to make?
Well, not only that, but Marcus Lattimore is knocking on the door too. So the Saints got a lot of issues. They got it. I mean, you're going to have to open up the bank.
Yeah.
I mean, at some point, you're going to hope that.
I mean, Dallas did it.
Keep going.
I mean, Dallas is doing it.
I mean, but yes, I agree. But Dallas is going to have to break the bank on a quarterback. So hopefully, the Drew can win a Super Bowl in the next year or so then they can retire him. And then they can actually afford to pay these other guys and still keep it on the salary cap. Because right now the salary cap keeps going up and up and up. The only way you can get it is if Drew says, all right, guys, I want to keep winning. So I want to pay these young guys because I've already made $180 million from you guys.
I know it's week 1 and it's emotional, but Kamara looks like an MVP. I mean, like it could be an MVP season.
He is so good because he's so good in space. He has great vision. That run he made one time where he kind of was going to bounce outside, then bounced it right back inside and just hit the hole right now. That's what makes him so good. He gets to his top end speed really fast. All right. He's also got a great number in number 41. And he catches the ball amazingly out of the backfield, and he has great vision and balance. His balance is some of the best you'll ever see. People hit him because he doesn't look that big. He doesn't appear like this big bruising running back. But he doesn't go down on the first contact, and he spins off of guys. And I've talked to some of my fellow teammates, and they say, like, you want to hit him low, but his strength is all in his legs, and that's when he kind of breaks through a lot of those arm tackles and lower body tackles.
You're a legend in T-Town. Anybody in Tuscaloosa talking about LSU's offense?
Everybody is talking about LSU's offense, all right? Let's be honest here. All right, ESPN is going to get your guy, Joe Brady, a freaking head coach.
Easy, job. Roman. Like, easy.
I'm just saying.
Sheesh.
I've never seen a hotter coach
in
a
man.
lesser time than this guy. I mean, Lincoln Riley got an extension after 3 games, but this guy's about to get a head coaching job.
Roman.
It's something amazing to me. But look, I think it's a great combination of LSU recognizing that they need to open up the offense. Eddie O doing a good job of being hands off, letting his people go. All right, LSU has a boatload of talent on the outside. They've always had that. So now you got guys that can actually and Joe Burrow can throw the ball. He's smart. He's able to read, recognize, and anticipate throws. He doesn't have the greatest arm. He's not like an NFL top round pick, but he's smart. He knows how to get the ball out of his hands. And he's got some moxie to him. He's like perfect for the LSU team. He's got confidence. He's talking trash. He's great for this team, and I really appreciate it. I really enjoyed it. I was cheering for him. I called you guys out last week. Yeah. You guys answered the bell, and this is what I'm talking about. You represent the SEC, and I love that 3 teams are probably in the top 5 all represent the SEC.
100%. That's our guy, Roman Harper, man, every Thursday, about as good as it gets. And breaking down NFL and the Saints. We appreciate that he's doing it with us. Brought to you by El Rio Grande. Enjoy the weekend, big fella. We'll talk to you next Thursday.
Thanks, man. Let's get ready to kick this thing off. I see Alabama and South Carolina, Columbia, baby. Roll Tide.
Yes, sir. There he is, Roman Harper. Check it. Always got to get that one in. It's all good. It's all good. Will Wade. Speaking of legends, Will Wade next.